1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Friha Hassan. First, the headlines. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have agreed to further improve their economic linkages and further expand their bilateral relations in new areas. Federal Cabinet meeting chaired by Prime Minister in Islamabad is discussing political and economic situation of the country. Pakistan returned 46 Afghan soldiers to Afghan government authorities at Nawa Pass in Bajaur today. And the US-based Human Rights Watch has deplored the state of human rights in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have agreed to further improve their economic linkages and further expand their bilateral relations in new areas. The understanding came at a meeting between Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi and Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud in Islamabad today. Earlier, Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud arrived in Islamabad on a day-long visit. Senior officials of the Foreign Office received him at Nur Khan Air Base. A meeting of Federal Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Imran Khan is in progress in Islamabad. It is discussing overall political and economic situation of the country besides coronavirus situation. 46 Afghan soldiers, including 5 officers, were returned to Afghan government authorities at Nawa Pass, Bajaur today. These soldiers from Afghan National Army and Border Police were given safe passage into Pakistan on their request by Pakistan Army in Arundu sector of Pak-Afghan International Border, Chitral. After necessary clearance, Afghan soldiers crossed into Pakistan with their weapons, ammunition and communication equipment. In a statement, ISPR said these soldiers have now been amicably returned to Afghan authorities on their request along with their weapons and equipment. The statement said Pakistan will continue to extend all kinds of its support to Afghan brethren in time of need. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has rejected the impression of any stalemate between government and opposition on the appointment of members of Election Commission of Pakistan. In his tweets today, he said Prime Minister Imran Khan will get opinion of leader of the opposition on the issue in accordance with the constitution. The Information Minister noted that a strong election commission on which all political parties have confidence is in the interest of Pakistan. The 73rd martyrdom anniversary of Captain Muhammad Sarwar Shaheed Nishan-e-Haider is being observed today. Muhammad Sarwar was born in Gujarkhan on 10th November 1910. In a message on the occasion, Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain said Captain Sarwar Shaheed's invincible courage and unwavering loyalty will forever be an example of determination. US-based rights body, the Human Rights Watch, has deplored the state of human rights in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In its annual review of human rights practices around the globe, the rights body cited ordeal of hundreds of Kashmiris who have been detained without charge under the draconian Public Safety Act. The report said the Armed Forces Special Powers Act continued to provide immunity from prosecution to Indian security forces, even for most serious human rights abuses. It also criticized the Indian government's new media policy in Jammu and Kashmir that contained vague provisions to abuse and unnecessarily penalize the freedom of speech. The report also pointed out to the huge financial loss to the territory due to the lockdown. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is visiting India today, where he will take up the issue of human rights abuses in the country during his meetings with Indian Prime Minister and other cabinet members. The agenda of Antony Blinken's visit to India was shared by U.S. State Department spokesperson Ned Price during a media briefing in Washington regarding the visit. South and North Korea have restored their hotlines after efforts by the two countries' leaders to rebuild their strained bilateral ties. According to South Korean presidential office, President Moon Jae-in and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un have exchanged multiple letters since April and agreed to reconnect the hotlines. North Korea's official media also confirmed that all inter-Korean communication channels resumed operation this morning after remaining cut since June last year. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.